All right, friends, so we're going to do the experiment where we mix some oil with some drops of water. And I'm going to put some colors in my water so you can see what happens, okay? So the first thing I do is I have some containers with water. I'm going to add some color to them. And I'm going to use food coloring. You could use liquid watercolor, but if you use food coloring, you have to be careful because it will stain your clothes. So you don't want to get a little too crazy with your food coloring, right? You'll get your clothes all messy. All right, so let me see. I'll do blue. So add a few drops of blue. So you can see a little bit better. I always think it looks really cool when you add the blue or when you add the food coloring. And then I'll do some red, and then I'll do yellow. I'll do the primary colors. Blue, red, and yellow. All right. Okay, and then I'm just going to add, oopsie, my yellow. So you could do more colors. You could just do one color. It's up to you. Okay. And so I'm going to try adding my oil to two different places just to see how it turns out. So the first thing I'm going to add my oil to is a plate that has like a little shallow part in it. And then I'm just going to add it to a little glass just because I want to see how it turns out. So I have my oil. You can use any type of oil. I'm just going to squeeze some oil on my plate. And then I'm going to add some oil to my glass. Okay, just like that. And then you should have this in your learning kit. If you don't, let me know and I can send you some because I think I have like 100 at my house. So just let me know. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna use your fingers, your thumb and your first two fingers, and you're gonna squeeze it. Okay. So I'll pick my color. I'll do blue first. Let me stir it a little bit so it gets darker. Okay, so I have my thumb and my two fingers, and I'm going to squeeze, and then I'm going to let go. And you see how it fills up? And then I can squeeze again, and then the drops will come out. So let me try again. Ready? Put my pipette in the water, squeeze, and let go. And then it fills with water. Pretty cool. Now let me move some of my water out of the way. Okay, and now I'm going to add some drops of my blue water to my plate and then to my glass. Let's see what happens. Do you see my drops? Is it mixing together with the oil? No, even when I move it, it doesn't seem like they're mixing together. Here, let me add it to my glass. I think we've done this before. It kind of looks like a lava lamp, doesn't it? Oop, I'm gonna add a lot of drops. Look, and they all floated. All my water drops floated to the bottom. Should we try a different color? Maybe I could do some red. So I'm going to squeeze, and let go. And then my pipette is filled. I'm going to add some drops. You could even make like a little design if you wanted to. Maybe I should have made like a smiley face. Looks really cool. I'm going to add some to my cup. And then let's do the yellow. I'll add some yellow now. All right, add some yellow to my glass. All right, that is really cool. I'm kind of glad I did the plate and the cup. And now I'm wondering, what would happen if I mixed my oil and my water drops together. I wonder what would happen. Should we try? All right, ready? I'm going to use my pipette. I'm going to mix it together. Oh, you know what's happening? Is it's not really mixing together, but my droplets are getting smaller. So it's really hard. Well, I guess you really can't mix oil and water together because the oil molecules are attracted to each other and the water molecules are attracted to each other. But the oil and the water, they don't really like each other. So they don't like to mix together. So whenever you try to mix them together, they're going to try to separate again. Even when I mix it up in here. They just don't like to mix together. They're just not really that good of friends. They like to be apart. All right. It still looks really cool, though. Look at all those tiny little droplets. That was really fun. All right, my friends. So I was thinking that on Friday, we could try this together as a class so we could see what everybody looks like, what everybody's experiment turns out like. But it's important to remember that when you're doing this in front of a computer, do you want to try to not get the oil and the water all over your laptop because that might break your laptop or make it really messy. So you have to be really careful with your water and your oil. So I wouldn't recommend pouring your oil on top of the plate. I would definitely just use the pipette. Or if you are a little bit interested in getting messy, maybe ask your mom and dad if you can take it outside and maybe get a big bin and then you can get messy with it because you don't want to make your house a mess, right? That would not be fun. All right, my friends, that was really cool. I'm excited to do this with you on Friday. All right, bye, friends.